Hello, everyone. Welcome to another racing recap, straight from a racer's heart, episode 14. And oh man, I've been waiting to tell you guys this. We got a W. Yes. Oh man, finally. Took us until race 5 of this season, but we got it done at the return of the baseball track. And yeah, safe to say I own that track because out of all the times that we've raced there, I have won half the races there now. Let's see. 2021 was the first year. Mom won the first ever race. I won the second ever race. 2022, Josh swept them both. That was his first championship race too, the second one. 2023, there was only one race. I won it. So that's 2 out of 6. And then, yeah, 3 out of 7. So, yeah, basically half. So, I am the owner of that track. Back to back. First time in a year and a half we've raced there. And picked up right where I left off. Got a win. Two races in a row there that I got it done. Beat Mom. No Denny this week because he wanted none of this smoke. But yeah, it was a good race. Didn't get the pole, of course. I haven't gotten the pole all season. It doesn't really matter now. We got the win finally, so that takes some stress off, you know? That takes some stress off. We finally got the win that I've wanted for a while now, and yeah. Won stage 1 pretty convincingly over Mom, and then she beat me actually for stage 2 in a nice photo finish. A really good battle. But stage 3, started out ahead, led the first few laps. Mom actually pitted ahead of me, which was really smart by her. So I pitted 2 laps later. She pitted on lap 30. I pitted on lap 32. There was 40 laps this race. I committed to the 32 lap strategy, even though I knew I was probably going to lose the lead. But yeah, I just committed because I thought I had the pace, enough pace to get back out in front and win the race, even with making another pit stop, and that was exactly the case. So I think like 2 laps later, after on lap 34, going on to 35, that's when I made the pass for the win. But what she was doing was she was running way on the inside line, and that was really hurting her. While I was diamonding each corner and running the very high lane on the straightaways to give myself the best arcing entrance and exit to the corners. But yeah, she's running the very bottom, and there's like a big crack on the bottom part of the track that she's blind, so she was trying to avoid that, and by doing so, she hit the brakes because she knew there was a bump. I didn't have to lift. I didn't have to lift. I didn't have to brake. She did from what she was doing, and I knew it was going to cost her. So we're going to the turn 3. She's on the way bottom. I'm on the outside. She's giving me the top. So I just roll the top. I'm side by side with her coming out of 4. We cross the start finish. We go into turn 1 side by side. She kicks me out wide, and then off of 2 is when I made the pass. It's when I had the outside line, and she ran the very bottom, and she had the lift down the back again, and that's when I rolled by, and I didn't look back, and I finally got that dub. Finally celebrated like I always do. Well, not yet. I still want to splash myself with water in the basement. I'll be doing that in a couple minutes, but yeah. Got to climb a fence, and finally, first place. First place. Took me until race 5 to get it, but oh man, how I've missed that. Another thing that is kind of similar to This is 2 years ago, 2023. I didn't win the first four races. First race 2023 was actually on my birthday. I got my ass kicked. Um, then the second one, yeah, I kind of got my ass kicked again, even though I got second. And then third one also got my ass kicked. Yeah, I got my ass kicked a lot at the beginning of that season too. Before I got my first win, um, at the baseball track, ironically, just against my mom. Deja vu, but um, the way I ended that season was a heartbreaking second place finish in the point standings to Josh. Hopefully, that doesn't happen again. Hopefully, lightning does not strike twice, and we can actually get the win in the championship. And hopefully, I did not need to bring that up because yeah, I really don't want to relive that race because I should have won that one, but I did not. So, yeah, next week we head to Cudahy Park at the American track and what could be its final race. Um, Depending on how that race goes, if it's a good race, then we'll definitely do it again. If it's not, see ya. So, yeah, we'll head to next week at Cudahy Park, the American track. Black Friday, first ever Friday night race scheduled. Um, Hopefully it's a banger, but I doubt it honestly. Yeah, I don't really care about that right now because I won and I got more celebrating to do. So, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. RV out. Peace. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Racing Recap Strip for Racer Heart, episode 15. And yeah, Cudahy Park, it delivered. It's staying on the schedule for sure. That was race of the year. Um, I finished second place in that one, and I call myself the Racing Bandit as my racing nickname because I used to steal wins at the very end. It's kind of outdated now since I don't do that anymore, but I still like to call myself that just to, relive the memories from when I was good. But yeah, I'm gonna say this: the Racing Bandit got Denny won again. It's his third win of the season, and wow, I he he looks like the championship favorite. It was a veteran win by him. He dominated the race, um, but found himself in last with about 5 laps to go. But he has the best bike in the field, so I'll just go through the race. Stage one, kind of chaotic. Pit strategy was chaotic. I somehow won the first stage, barely. I thought Mom won because she forgot the pit, but I was proven wrong. Um, Stage two, and this was the coldest race we've ever done, too. It was very cold today on this Black Friday. Like, below freezing, like t- high 20s. It was really cold. And I started to feel those effects in stage two because my legs were tensed up, they were sore, and I was slow. I don't know how I didn't get lapped. Like, I almost got lapped at the end of the stage, but Denny won stage two, and Mom was second, right behind him. I was third, right in front of the leaders, like right in front of them. I don't know how I didn't get lapped, but knowing that and knowing for the third stage that I was probably going to struggle, I decided, you know, um, I think I'm gonna pit like right away in at the end of the stage, or at the beginning of stage three, just to get out of the way and maybe I'll look my way into a win or a better result. I don't know. We'll see. So I did that, and I ran around. I was feeling the effects. I wasn't going as fast as I was in the first stage, but Mom and Denny pitted, and I ended up in the lead by by a really big margin. And I'm thinking to myself, am I seriously leading this race? And it turns out I was. I was leading the race legitimately. And I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm a genius. This strategy worked. And you know how Mom won the first two races and then Denny won the third and fourth race, then I won the fifth race. I'm thinking, wow, I'm gonna I'm gonna win this race and we're all gonna be on 2 wins. And we're all gonna have won 2 in a row when we won. I'm thinking, wow, that's really cool, man. But I'm I'm not really running that quickly. I'm catching Denny, and I can't see my mom after she made a little bit of a charge, like around 10, 9, 8 ish laps to go. And she kind of fell back, and I was catching Denny. I'm thinking, I got this in the bag. I was thinking about celebrating, honestly. Like 5 laps to go, I was thinking about how I'm going to celebrate this win and get 2 in a row at this place. I'm the only, I'm the only one who's won at this track, and but then with about like 4 laps to go, I started to lose Denny. I'm thinking I'll be okay. I'll be fine. He's too far back. He's almost a lap down. Like how quick can you gain? We were racing like it's like a 13-second track. Like how quickly can you gain like 12 seconds? Yeah, he can gain 12 seconds in 2 laps because my mom got out of the way for Denny, so she let him go. And he took second. I don't know why. I probably will never know why because I don't really want to ask because she normally gets pissed off when I ask those sort of questions. So whatever. Um, but then with like 2 laps to go, or was it 3? No, it was 2. 2 to go. I look behind me. Denny's right there. He was like right behind me. With it was actually 3 to go on the back straightaway, where I saw him like, oh hell no. That's why I blurted out, oh hell no. And then with 2 to go going into 1, I was like, oh hell no again because he was right there. And he goes to the outside. I can't block. I'm just running the bottom because there's also a little bit of snow. Like there's a little grassy bit on the start finish line, and snow was caught in it. So I was scared to run through that because I didn't want to run through that and break my shoulder, damage my shoulder even more than it already is. So yeah, I let Denny run the top, and I led coming to the white flag, but I had it all the way until the middle of the back straightaway going to the 3 because Denny rode it on in there, and he got better traction than I did, and through 3 and 4, and he rolled the top, and he won the race in a photo finish. And yeah, out of his 3 career wins, that's easily his most impressive so far. And it's race of the year, and it's definitely coming back. It has to come back. There's no way it can after the show it put on. It was so good. So yeah, Denny won again. I blew it. I choked it away. And we'll go to the final race of 2024 before the winter break at the boot. Probably suck there, but and then have 40 days off and go back at it again in 2025. So yeah, see y'all later. See y'all next week for the boot. Are we out? Peace. Have a good night, y'all. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Racing Recap, straight from a racer's heart, episode 16. And thank God, this 2024 season, part of the season is over. I'm burnt out. I need this break bad because race 7 at the boot was a rough one. I didn't finish. Finished last. The bike sucks at the track. It should be gone. The track sucks. The bike sucks. Everything about the track just sucks. So yeah. Um, Denny won his first 4 career races in 5 weeks. 4 out of 5. Wow. Yeah. He had to come back from being 3 laps down after a brake problem, and he got very lucky in this one. We'll just say that. People getting in the way, and he had to pull it off in double overtime. But yeah, there's people in the way. He had a brake problem, um, because he doesn't know how to ride a bike, because he stomps on the brake pedal. Um, doesn't know how to brake properly, so he's breaking my bike. So that's not really cool, but it is what it is. Sorry, I'm just looking at something that's catching my eye out the window. Okay. But yeah, um, he got he got his 3 laps back due to the stage cautions and um, people get people just not giving a shit and just going on the track when they know we're racing and they can move over into the grass, but no, they just have to go onto the track and be fucking idiots. And yeah, it is what it is. So he got back on the lead lap around, because we did 40 laps, and my bike just would not turn. Like, it just could not turn through the corners. It was just a struggle bus. And as soon as I got lapped, I quit because I knew I wasn't gonna win. Um, but yeah, I um, the caution came out about 4 laps ago because an old lady was just had to walk right through the track. She didn't care, so yeah. Um, and Denny was on the lead lap, like he was just in front of my mom. My mom was gonna win. She dominated. She like the first 30, 39 laps or so of this race. She led a lot. Like she led like 30 something laps of this race. I don't know how much it was exactly, but it was a lot. But anyway, um, but as soon as that caution came out, Denny was back on the lead lap, or was back in the catbird seat, and my mom drove. My mom was more worried about people coming onto the track than Denny winning. So Denny just rolled right by her, and then we had to throw another caution because people once again were onto the track. And then on the second overtime, Denny chose the top and rolled past her again on the outside, and she just couldn't do anything. So Denny came back from being down 3 laps to win his 4th race, when in reality, Mom should have won that race. But it is what it is. I'm burnt out. I'm pissed off. I'm not running good anymore like I was over in the summer when I was the best driver and should have won the championship had my shoulder not decided to literally die. But we ignore that now. It's over. And this 40-day break for winter, for the holidays, I need it. I need it bad. And thank God it's here. Because, man, am I burnt out from racing. I just need a break from it, and I got it. And hopefully 2025 goes well for us. But not too great so far. At least I got a win. So it could be worse. It could be winless right now, but I don't look like the dominant threat. Denny looks like the dominant threat, which I would have never thought I'd be saying that ever in my life, but there's a first time for everything. So we'll see you middle of January for race 8 at the Twister, another road course. So hopefully that bodes well. I doubt it, but yeah, we'll see. Um, that's it for episode 16 of Racing Recap, straight from the Race Series Heart. And yeah, have a good night. We'll see you in January for race 8 of the BBRS. Thank God we have this break. I'm burnt out from racing. And yeah, RB out. Peace. Have a good night.